Hi, Bojang. Hi, now, owl. Morning from Sydney, Australia. Ooh. Hello. How you doing? Let me go get myself some. Can you hear the music also? Because I only have piano on. Not feeling any sort of music but piano. I need to channel the calm energy. Faintly? Okay. Let me make it slightly louder. Now? Aki, thank you so much for a tier 2 resub. Thank you for 17 months. Okairi, Oni-chan. Ah, David, thank you for 42 months of tier 3. Oh my god, Okairi. Odo-chan, thank you. Thank you. Hello. How are you? How are we doing? I have a canker sore again, so talking kind of hurts. So much soul searching. I'm so tired of myself. Oh, you guys doing good? Happy times? I'm tired. My eyes, I feel like I can't use my eyes properly anymore. Like I feel like I haven't blinked in a week. Can't tell you're tired. Oh god, I'm tired and hungry at the same time. Let me grab myself some water and then let's get situated. It is so cold now. I still haven't turned on my heat because I don't like how dry the heat makes my room. But I probably have to turn it on eventually. Eventually, it's gonna get turned on. Oh, hi Melly. What's up? I need to order food because I have no food. I'm gonna order the peri chicken because I've already thought about it and that's what I want because I can't eat much else. My canker sore is like hurting. So peri chicken. Nando's. I fucking love Nando's. Hi GPA. I'm doing good. How are you? I heard Gloria's birthday stream. Dude, how old do you guys think I am? I didn't get like 10 birthdays this year. The fuck? Trying to push me to 40 already? Thank you. Hi, Maddie. You're dealing with things, Sam. Hi, Roku. What's up? Liam, thank you. Alright, let me finish ordering food. So do I want peri fries or do I want spiced fries? Because obviously we're getting fries, right? Like... Oh, also, these are socks. They just have, like, silicone pads, so I don't slip. Meow. So we don't know? Okay, I'm just gonna go with spice fries. 'Cause I feel like that's a little bit... Nah, I'm gonna do peri fries. I like peri fries. It's probably gonna be good. Okay. We good. Wait. They have a $40 with $5 off thing. Goddamn. It is very much. I don't think the $5 is gonna make a difference, but I'm out here at 33 already because they're fine. So it feels like, you know, dumb not to go for it. Let's see. Hi, Malcolm. Ah, my fucking mouth hurts. That garlic bread. How you guys doing? What are you guys eating for dinner? Hi, Sean. Guys, look how pretty my nails are. Oh, look how pretty my nails are. Chicken and chorizo quesadilla. That sounds so good. Wait. We're just gonna get like some sides. Like we already. Shamari, thank you so much for 27 months of Cardi. Anita. Bonsoir. Hello. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add like a bunch more sides. Because it has like 2 sides options. So I'll do the peri fries and a turmeric roasted cauliflower. You know, peri fries. Done. And then hi, Hilsu. And I'm good. I'm stuck at a shipper, so I am stuck eating food in the truck like chicken noodle soup or PBJ. PBJ is good. Actually, I prefer a peanut butter sandwich instead of a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You know? I much prefer that, honestly. Hope you had a good PB stuck to the roof of your mouth though. I don't notice that. Also, I don't really eat it that often. Okay, I'm just gonna add a like three more chicken wings to it, which I think should be enough. Yeah. Well, if I'm adding, yeah, should be good. Wait a minute. Blackberry jelly. Yeah, my week was very just the amount of social. Okay, so for one of my essays, it's 1,500 words. In the middle of writing it, I started crying. So these people better fucking accept me because this was like so much emotional turmoil that I went through just to apply for this shit, man. Like I was fucking pouring my gut out. Goddamn. Okay. Kind of crazy. Manifesting. Yeah, we're out here manifesting, okay? Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. What? Now you jinxed it? Why would I have jinxed it? Don't say that. Jamie, that's fucked up. Don't say that. You know how much I want it. Why would you say that? That hurts my feelings. Like, you guys have to be manifesting that shit with me, man. Like, the fuck? Hi, Witty. Hi, Wind. I'm getting Nando's chicken because it's honestly so good. I want. I actually don't want the cauliflower, so I'm gonna do one side. I need to fucking decide, man. Hi, Koi. I didn't think the thing is, dude. I didn't think you guys like truly know the um power of manifesting. How it's actually done. It's not just like, oh, I want this, and then it's gonna happen. Like you can't just chant to yourself, oh, I want this to happen, and it's gonna happen. Oh, of course, law of attraction. Of course, of course. Oh my god, it's gonna take an hour to get here? Bruh, I'm so hungry. It's crazy how hungry I am. Crazy. Fortune cookie lie to me. Hi, Toasty. Positive projection. I think it's so in terms of manifesting, I'm not someone who thinks that if you just believe hard enough it's gonna happen. Like obviously like there are things and then there are actions you need to do towards your goal in order for it to happen, right? But I do believe manifesting is a big part of like realizing things you want or making your dreams come true almost, because if you believe that it's happening, it's gonna happen, if you believe that you already have what it takes, the likelihood of you approaching it in a positive manner and the point of abundance is a lot more, and you are basically seeking so much, like you're seeking signs and Carlos, thank you so much for 25 months of Kairi. Oni-chan, arigato. It's not necessarily confidence. I think it's okay. So how I see it, obviously, I'm not like trying to like lecture you guys about manifesting, but how I see it. Ayaki, thank you so much for 36 months of guiding. 3 fucking years, man. God damn. Thank you, Kairi, Oto-chan. So my point of manifesting is not just that you believe that you can have it, but also the fact that when you are already kind of living the life that it's a fact to you. So when you believe that it's going to happen and it's already a part of your life, you notice way more things that's gonna help you get closer. Does that make sense? So it's not so much about just I'm just gonna fake it until I make it, but when you truly believe that it's part of you, your brain is gonna notice every little thing that's gonna get you there, or having that as a part of your identity, you know. Jamie, thank you so much for $25. Arigato. Let's see. I'm using a fireman sports car. Sure. Like the main part is like when you believe, for example, when you believe that you're a failure, that you are going to fail, you are searching, because that's how your brain works. You believe something, you identify as something, your brain is filtering all the information to confirm that. So why manifesting works is you are either manifesting your worst reality or your best one, right? Because that's how your brain is gearing towards processing information. So the way I believe in manifesting isn't so much as like fucking voodoo magic and crystal shit. It's more really about more the scientific way of thinking about it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's more geared towards action instead of magic. I think when I first heard, because I'm very practical and action based, when I first heard about manifesting, I just think of like some white girl meditating with like like a bunch of crystals. That's what I thought it was. But yeah, so like over the years, obviously my belief, or like what I think manifesting means has changed, and it's not so much about like people that are cuckoo just sitting there doing nothing, trying to believe that it's gonna happen, like trying to will it into a reality, but more using it as a very effective tool, using a certain belief to as a very effective tool to help you make something a reality. Yeah, so not chanting, none of that like crystal stuff. Not to say crystals don't work, because I have nothing to prove that it don't work. I just don't have anything to prove that it does work. You know what I mean? So I don't got no crystals like on my bedside table or nothing. Yeah. I think I think this is something I'm also working on. It's like I my therapist has always told me that I need to think about, like, I need to have faith. Like, and not so much like as God or whatever, but the fact that when you believe things will work out, the chance of it working out is like way higher. And then like it's almost like this blind faith that things will just be okay. I don't have that. I'm still very much on like logically, chances are statistically this is what's gonna happen. You know, like that's how my brain works. I was shit talking crystals, and my ex pulled some out. Thankfully, she clarified they were a gift. Well, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with believing something will help you, because the chance of that shit helping you, as long as you believe that it will, like even placebo effect is a very powerful effect, right? So I used to be like, ugh, how could you believe that? But then I'm actually just like, I'm very, very okay with whatever people thinks works for them. Like, I'm very okay with it. Fucking hell, it's 0 degrees today. Oh my god, I'm busting my duvet out real quick. Out here, like, not gonna be able to survive without my winter jacket now. Is it weird that I'm actually very excited to bust out my long ass, like, winter jacket? Do you think you'd be fine with it if it's your significant other? Yeah. Like, as long as, like, the person... The thing is, I don't really care how they kind of use things to help them cope. I don't really care. As long as they don't force that kind of shit onto me. And this isn't like because believing something isn't the same as dismissing other things. And the reason I think I'm okay with it is because I would assume that they are okay with me not believing in it. Right? And then, like, the thing is, I guess something, like, if I actually genuinely start dating somebody who believes that shit, I would genuinely give it a fair shot. Because what better way to learn a new perspective than someone you truly trust, eh? Like, it's not, you know? Yeah, I'd be okay with it. But the thing is, like, that's the part of, like, a relationship where I think we are very quick to consider different things as red flag, but it turns out, and then the things that we didn't think it was a big deal ended up being the parts that we won't be able to get over. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of the times we're very close-minded on, like, on what we actually think are important. Yeah. Ground Zero, I have to say that I have no idea why sometimes you say some of the things you say because I just told you I don't believe in any of the crystal shit, and you asked me what's the significance of a jade stone. How the fuck would I know? like, what? Like you can so easily Google that shit instead of asking me. That being said, I'm open to pretty much anything that I can understand logically. But that's the thing though. Being open means being open to everything, even things that cannot be explained. That's true openness. If there is a pretense on what you're open about, then it's not actually open. Like this is just me challenging you. It's not like I'm saying not saying this is right or wrong, but it's more just the fact that like if you think that's open, it's not. Dusty, thank you so much for 23 months, and I bought a whole bunch of Shingai rocks. Fucking hell. Oh. Thanks, Toasty. I think I think I used to be like that because I think my logical brain. Oh, this is okay. This is funny because I think we talked about this last week. When I was talking to my therapist about it, and I think I shared it last week. It was about the fact that when you date someone really smart, it's really easy. Like most of our brain are wired by logic. I think that's your case, Sean. Like you're clearly like an intelligent person, and then that's why like it's a lot harder to kind of understand there is such thing as like completely illogical things that that do exist, and because do you know what I mean? Like it's really difficult for you to in Mandarin they're called 走心. I wish it's so now. So like you're going by your heart and not your brain. Doggy! What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Thank you so much for 46 months. Okairi. Oto-chan, arigato. Hello. Hi, Jesse. Ashley! I don't have any coffee pastas. Fucking hell. Thank you so much for 56. Dude, like we've been friends for a long ass time. Holy shit. My god. Kim, thank you so much for 58 months, Okairi. Odocha. Thank you. You became a coffee pasta. Let's go. It's a slippery soap thing for me. If I have to be. Well, no, being open about something does not mean believing in it. two different things. Being open is like having the space for somebody else to have their own opinion. Right? Versus like when you are believing things can be like if you're just allowing anybody to tell you anything, but that's not the point of being open, right? Hell freaking low, hello. But I think being open is like having space for people believing what they want and then giving them space to like present to you a whole ass belief system that you might not agree with, but you might find some interesting perspective from there, you know? No, I think I am open to anybody persuading me. I'm open to it. But whether or not they can do it is another thing, right? Because I think truly being open is like giving them the space and the platform to speak in front of you, to present their case, and I give people that. But I don't think everybody deserves that much time and space from your life, obviously. So you obviously have to filter some bullshit out, right? You get solicited by cults and Christians enough and that stops. I don't know, I've never had that experience. I don't those cults and Christians target very like either socioeconomically marginalized people and people that are more uneducated, right? Like I don't think you're at any sort of danger for that. So you're good. That's an irrational fear right there. Yeah. Oh, he's already on his way to take my order. Not kidding though. Oh, Parent Dog did it for a lot of that. I used to see it all the time on campus. I see. I see. Well, yeah, but like, it. I think, because the question we talked about was like, would you be open if your SO was like that? And I was like, yeah. If like that, the only thing that I find a little sus about the person is like fucking crystals. Everything else is like fucking, just like pass through flying colors. I'm like, well, that's not the worst thing in the world, Having some sort of belief. Doug, how are you not sleeping today? What's going on? Not working tomorrow, Miss Gigi? Ooh, I'm so excited to watch the movie. Like, that's my gift to myself. And also, Tuesday is a perfect time because, you know, Tuesday is like the movie's half off. So I'm gonna get those like reclining movie tickets. So like normally that ticket is about, I think, $21 or something. It was like 25 per ticket, and then booking fees and tax and stuff. And then on Tuesday it's $13. So that's where I'm going on Tuesday. Yeah, no, movie tickets here are expensive. You have to go on Tuesdays. Tuesdays you get cheaper tickets. Otherwise it's like $20. Wakanda forever! time to start my notes because I'm gonna be sitting in the seats next to Gigi on Tuesday. Wish me luck, chat. Unfortunately, I'm going on a date. Guys, I am actually going on a second date, and I have not had a second date in a hot second. All my dates have been first dates, and I just like stopped talking to them because no. It's a second date. Thank you so much for 37 months. What is this emo? It's so fucking janky and cute. What's it called? Homeboy hasn't screwed up yet. It's not about sit. Aww, it's so cute. It's just like, you know? Whoever are drawing these things are just so talented. It's so cute. And it seems so simple too, but like so cute. Yeah, they're so cute. A date with chat? Haven't had a date with chat in a while. Maybe sometime. Yeah. Dunno. Chat, I'm scared. Hold me. What? Jesus. Oh God. Okay, so cool. Anyway. Bye, cowboy. Anyways. Cool. So I didn't curl my hair for the first time in a hot second. I actually really like my hair like this because I don't know, just it's like different. But I think whenever my hair doesn't look, I don't know. I think when I wash my hair for the first day, it gets like first day when it's straight it looks nice, but then it just kind of only looks nice for like a day. And then if I curl it, it can like last and look better. So it's a struggle. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I think I was talking to Kip about somebody on Discord, and I don't know, like I think over the years, I was trying to figure out where my line is, right? Like I think my mods pretty much know, but then sometimes like there's like the whole when someone didn't do anything wrong, but their vibe is just completely off, do you ban them or do you not ban them? You know? And then I've always just kind of erred towards like don't ban them. They didn't do anything wrong. They don't know any better. They're like just socially a little bit off. But then I'm just like, but then also in order for me to want to keep going, in order for me to preserve my energy, like it is only I have to just, and then the thing is, and it's not just that too. Your channel, your rules, your decisions. Sit. This fucking emo. Shut go-to food is bulgogi. I've been really enjoying cooking Korean food at home because it's so simple. But the thing is, no. But the part of that is like I don't even think I even need to give them warning, right? Which I don't have to. I really don't. Like I think for a while I was more thinking, oh yeah, but there's probably lurkers, and then they want to talk, and then they see somebody else talk and gets like slack, and then it's gonna not encourage some other people not to talk. Because I'm always thinking about like how difficult it is for even people that are in chat, like even before watching for a while, to like even speak in my channel, right? So I do want to kind of foster an environment where it's like open. I want to encourage people to speak, but then like I'm also thinking like on the other hand, right? And you're just like thinking all the normal people is out here talking, and and then they see some fucking wacko talking about some bullshit, and then they don't want to talk anymore. You know? And the thing is, they don't do anything, and they don't do anything like wrong. Let's say that. Like this is not like people. Obviously, the people that are being offensive and all that shit, like you just bam real quick, or make fun of them a little bit in the chat. But what about people that don't do anything wrong? Like you can't really spell out what they're doing wrong. They're just pesty. Shit. Does that mean? But it's just pesty. Like what do you do with these people, you know? Oh yeah, but that's a problem with pesty. It's like a fucking you're inside a tent and that's the one fucking mosquito. It's not, how do you ignore a mosquito inside your tent? You can't, because it's not gonna let you ignore them. They ping you all the time and bullshit, you know? Like it's not, the reason I say that I use the word pesty is because they're like that. Yeah, I don't know. Every couple every couple months I go through, it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with these people. I'm done with these people. I'm a kid. And then, but then again, whenever I started my channel, and then the whole point of like having a community is like I want it to be as welcoming as possible. And that's why. And then, because I do realize there's a lot of, and this goes back to my essay, I do realize there's a lot of marginalized individuals on the internet trying to seek emotional support and like some sort of a resemblance of a social circle. And do you know what I mean? Like, so that's why like I tend to be a little bit too nice. But I don't know. I'm always astounded I've lasted 30 months here. But I've decided that I'm just gonna call out kind of inappropriate behavior. Right? Like it's not really even about having to accept everyone, but more in the sense that like if I see a behavior that I just don't vibe with, I'll just point it out. I'm just like, you know, and then they keep going, then obviously you're gone. So, and then also I feel like for a while I would just be like, oh, but that's kind of mean to say it. But then I was like, nah. It's not mean when it's true. And second of all, I gotta preserve everybody's energy. You know, if people who check my Discord, all they do is like roll their eyes, including myself, just somebody's comments, like it's basically not welcoming the normal people. And I don't want that either, you know? Yeah, it's just unfortunate that I think the internet is actually a way more tolerant place depending on who's creating the community. And there are still people that have a hard time to be tolerated because of their behavior, which kind of sucks to be them, obviously. But, you know, you're capable of tolerating mosquitoes much more effectively. I mean, I don't know. Because, okay, so I think the part of me where I give people a lot of leeway is because I have been bullied before. I have been an outcast before. So I don't love doing that to people, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you guys love it, but obviously, like, it's more just like, it just feels like bullying sometimes, and I don't want any part of that. But then, honestly, I know the nature of these things, and I don't think it is bullying, so I just need to, like, not constantly kind of treat it that way to avoid, to actually, like, preserve my energy and the energy of the community, right? I get it. It's more just like I'm just a little, you know, I just like I'm too nice. But then, like, being too nice isn't necessarily being kind. I think I need to differentiate that, right? Hi, JJ. What did you say? I didn't even see. It got deleted, so I can't see it. Wait, what the heck? This dude canceled my order. It's another person now, and it's gonna be 20 minutes later than the original delivery time. Bruh! Every time, man. Just rough. Yeah, you can't win in some situations. Yeah, no, I get it, but I guess, like, I need to realize it's my freedom to exercise. You know, it's not. I shouldn't have some sort of baggage thinking, oh, like, I don't want to be the bad guy, like, because I'm not the bad guy, you know. Question: when I see a usual kind of man such as yourself, my heart hurts. When I see a sword wielding man such as Douglas, my fist hurt. Why is that? What? Tell me why I had to read that, please. Yeah, Streamlabs did the right thing, by the way. I wish it was deleted. Oh god. Why is it so cold? It's so cold. Yeah, there was snow today. I thought it wasn't snow, but yeah, like, it's not enough snow for you to notice it in Toronto. But yeah. What is this emote? Friend. Who's drawing these? They're so good. Y'all had too much fun with 20-degree weather? Dude, I was enjoying those 20-degree weather, man. And then immediately, like fucking 0 degrees. I don't want this. I want my summer back. But it's okay. Okay, honestly, I'd rather have 0-degree weather over like 5 degrees. Or like 10 degrees, you know? Like I think 5 to 10 degrees is like this this like really hard to style outfit situation. So I much prefer if it just gets colder so I can wear proper winter jackets. You know? When it's like 5 degrees to 10 degrees, it's too cold to be too hot to be wearing like winter jackets, but then it's too cold to be wearing fall outfits, you know? Hi Steve. As long as it's under 5 degrees, I'm pretty good. I'll just do the thing. Gonna go to bed, half work again. Oh yeah, are you completely healed with your teeth stuff now? Harry Subdivision. Also Ground Zero, I received your order for cards, I think. I wish there was a bunch of people's thing on cards. But I'm pretty... Is your current sub gifted? Or is it by you? Because I remember, didn't Jacob gift you the sub? Hi, Leo! Yeah, the total is 0 if you're subbed. So I just need to verify the sub status. Yeah, so you are not eligible. You'd have to wait till I create the one where it's paid, and then you can pay for it. Yeah. The $0 one is for like people that are self-subbed. Super bruised? Oh, damn. Well, I hope you heal soon. Have a good week. Did you ever update your Amazon wishlist? Recently? I don't think so. Let me see. Let me see what's on it. Oh, yes. Okay, everything on there right now are things I do want. Yes. But they're all very expensive. So, yeah. Hi, Suede. Do you guys get really hot when you sleep? Because lately, I've been, like, feeling super warm when I sleep, and it's so uncomfortable. So, and then also, I have, like, the slimmest duvet, by the way. Like, it's so, like, it's barely anything, but I still get hot. So, I think I want to get one of those, like, either temperature controlled or, like, it's meant to cool you down, and I want something, like, fluffy. Last year I was gifted a T3 sub and I got a card from you. I'm not worried about it. Oh, yeah, but like last year I probably didn't check. But this year I just want to, you know, kind of follow through because there's a lot of people that I have to exclude. out of the thing. So I can't, I just have to like set the roll properly so it's not, you know. And I want a fluffy blanket. But fluffy blankets are so hot. So I like did some research and there are those ones that are fluffy but then also kind of cooling. And I want those. Yeah. So when I get in bed, my feet are cold. But then when I'm sleeping, it's too hot. Like, no matter how cold it is, it's too hot. And yeah. And I have to sleep in like very, very cool environment. And my face have to be like half freezing. Like in the room. For me, like right now, I'm like kind of cold right now, but this is like the perfect temperature to sleep. It's like I need it to be cold so that like I want the blankie. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't fall asleep. Especially if my face is like kind of hot. Ugh, it's not happening. I'll just like toss and turn forever. Yeah. What is this scratchy? What the What? This is so cute. Dude! Hi, Stevie. What'd you say? No, you may not apologize. I've warned you, and then you keep doing it. So you clearly don't understand what I'm saying. So just, it's cool. You can still type in chat, but like, just don't join Discord again. I gotta preserve my energy. I check Discord so much, like I can't. No. This is not your personal venting channel. Hi, Simon. Bonsoir. Art this evil. Who are drawing these? Okay, you know the best part about the internet is like all these people creating, being so creative, creating all these like amazing things, and you don't even know who they are, and they don't care. Hi, Mang. What's up? Gloria is beautiful. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Heroes without capes. I know. I know. These are like true creativity. You know what I mean? And I would say these are art. It's not very refined, obviously, but been a follower for a while. For how long? Let's see your followage. Oh, I can probably see it here. Following since 2019. April. Oh shit, 3 years? Oh my god. That's a long ass time. Hi, Uni. 4 years? And you've never said anything? It's your first time speaking in chat? Do you know, like, guys, I think the most amazing thing about streaming, honestly, this was actually in my essay, is the fact that there are so many people watching, even when you don't know they're watching. Like, the amount of lurkers that are on Twitch is crazy. And there are the ones that don't even have an account, they're just watching. You know? And then, like, I really have to be aware of what I'm saying. Because you don't know who's watching. I don't really speak that much in big streams. You think we're big? Oof. We're not big. We're barely relevant. Who's we? We. We. Oh, where's my chicken? I'm so hungry. Okay, at least he's gonna be able to pick it up soon. Dude, this guy's like profile picture, this delivery person's profile picture, it is very scary. And then I clicked in it, and then it shows that he speaks Russian. So, and I understand why he's very, very, you know, he's scary. I mean, I watch most of my friends, so this is big to me. Ah, I see. When was the last time you ate a chicken? I ate a whole chicken? Or do you mean when was the last time I had chicken? I don't remember eating a whole chicken by myself ever, but you know. Any part at all? Couple of days ago? I ate chicken quite a bit. Quite a bit. After, I think this year I'm actually gonna design a Christmas card. Hopefully, I have time. But that's basically what I'm gonna do once I'm done with all the stuffs. So I'll get it printed and I'll write it and then I'll send it out. You know, like it's not. I don't want to do like. I still have a bunch of like the old cards, but I'm probably gonna use it like some other time when I don't have time. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably design it and get it printed and everything. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see though. I'm not like 100% sure because I want something cute, but I don't have anything cute. I have this one art that was done for me, and I can use that as like just a card, and then the back will just be where I write, which is okay. But yeah. Cards are cool. I know. I really like writing cards. I really like getting cards. I think this is like probably the coolest thing ever. Like reading something people hand wrote for you. Ah, it's like the best feeling. So good. So good. You're trying to make yours not late this year? Yeah. Oh, I gotta stretch. I'm laying in bed after cooking for a while. What'd you cook? Why is one side way more flexible? Oh no, it's pretty equal. It's just because I'm on an uneven surface. I handwrite all my responses to parking tickets. Wait, why would you need to write a response for parking tickets? Like, what do you need to write? You already got a ticket. Who are you writing to? Your future self? Like, don't get another ticket, you dumbass, or what? What are we doing over here? Rosé carbonara sounds so good. It sounds so good. Because that's like tomato based and cream based, right? I need to learn that. Because I had, the other day, I had like a rosé. Ashley and I had this rosé tteokbokki. And it was pretty amazing. So I need to learn the rosé way. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. She's still here. Let's go. Yeah, it was really good. Did you say I'm sorry that I let the meter expire? Please forgive me. What's that gonna do? Tomato or cream or gochujang and cream? Oh, so it doesn't need to be. I think actually it'll taste good if it's tomato, cream, and gochujang. Cause it wouldn't be as like creamy, because like the tomato will cut it a bit, so it'd be like add a little sourness to it, but then also spicy. Oh, that sounds really good. I'm gonna work on a recipe, because I want to look at other people's recipe and then try to develop my own. Yeah, you know, I don't even think you need to make tomato sauce. You could just add some tomato puree. Usually that like adds a lot of flavor. Yeah, I love tomato puree. Oh. I'm salivating. I'm so hungry right now. Kill me. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm dying. Mama. Oh, blender food. Oh, no, I meant those canned ones. The canned tomato puree. I always have some in, like, you know those ones that come in a tube? Yeah, I like those. It's convenient. I don't have to chop. And also, I don't know about you guys, but fucking tomatoes are expensive. They're not cheap these days. They're so expensive. I don't understand it. It's like dirt cheap in China. So I never, like, I eat so much tomatoes, but they're so expensive and I don't get it. You know, like, I'm so mad. Like, I almost feel like whenever I get tomatoes, like half of my bill is tomato. And especially if you want the good shit, like the kumato, for example, that shit's so expensive. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat I'm gonna see what snacks I have. So I have. Oh, we got some chips that are sad, but we'll see. A little bit sad, but it's okay. This food bank? Oh. Dude. Yeah, tomatoes expensive all year round here. Food is coming at some point, but I don't know, man. He's on his way in 20 minutes. No, so I'll give you a quick example. So like those viney tomatoes, right? The one with the big green stem. Usually they're like $3.99 per pound. And they're on sale, it's like $2.99. Like one of them is pretty much half a pound. So you're getting tomatoes for like $1 or $2 each. And you're just like, what the fuck? Who can afford it? So I'm just gonna eat canned tomatoes for life now. What? That shit is like 20 cents in China. Yeah. Why are tomatoes so expensive? I don't get it. And they're not good. They're not good tomatoes, by the way. You think they're good tomatoes? They're not. They're just very shitty tomatoes. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy canned tomatoes at this point. There's no difference. Dude, heirloom tomatoes taste so good. They taste so good. And also, tomatoes here are pretty tasteless, to be honest. They don't have a lot of flavor. When I'm in China, like, tomatoes are sweet. And they're cheap. They're usually like 10 cents or 20 cents each. Not like fucking $1 or $2. What the fuck? Who can afford that shit? And I remember a friend of mine, he's from Italy. He's from Italy. And then he eats so many tomatoes. And then he's like, I can't afford it. He's like, I only buy canned tomatoes now. I was like, oh. He's like, I can't afford to eat tomatoes here. And he lives in New York. Also. So it's even more expensive. It's like $1 or $2 USD for a tomato. And he's like, it doesn't make sense. They don't even taste good. That's why we save money. When we say veggies, we don't even mean tomatoes though, so. Green onions? Yeah, you can also just grow your green onions, so it's like. Tomatoes, good for skin. I mean, like fruits and. That's what they say, eating the rainbow. You know? I mean, if green onions are expensive, I might be really pissed. I just grow it myself. Fuck that. done it before. I hate buying cilantro. They always give you a big bunch and you can't finish. And they go bad so quick. Green onions can be grown literally in water. You don't even have to, you know. But then again, when you grow them in water, they stink. So I prefer to grow them in the soil. They don't stink as much. I just downed this shit, even though it wasn't that much already. How long does it take? Not long. So when you do green onions, you only need to just get the store-bought green onions, the ones that have roots, and just plop it in water. It just keeps growing. Grows longer and longer. And you just every time cut it. No, I'm fine when fall start. Spring start is like expired a long time ago. But if I don't get in, I'm probably gonna apply for next spring start again. You know. I think I'll be fine though. What are you studying? You can still apply to start in spring? Damn. Like, my school is so strict. Oh, MBA. What school? And that MBA, you have to, like, apply a year before, too. Almost a year before. I'm finished. A fruit because I'm so hungry. So like these Fuyu persimmons is the same price as tomatoes. And I'm just like, why the fuck would I pay that for tomatoes? I took the GMAT like 6 years ago. You grow persimmons? Shit. Hi, Duken. Hi, Waffles. Do you have a No. I'm just saying persimmons is worth more money than tomatoes. Why is it not working? Because my hand is wet. Hello? I don't peel mine because I'm lazy, and also I don't mind it. peel it when it's soft though. Like when the persimmon has fully ripened, the skin gets kind of tough, and then the inside is soft. I peel those, but when it's still crunchy like an apple, I don't do it. Wait, did you say what school you're going to? Denver? Oh, okay. I like soft ones too. They're sweeter. But just different moods, you know? So, if you're already applying, why are you going to take the GMAT? Because then schools that require the GMAT plus is probably going to need you to hand in your application a lot sooner, right? Or I'm so jealous you get to eat persimmons for free. I need that shit in my life. I eat it so much. I fucking love it. He's 7 minutes away. Yeah, I took GMAT 6 years ago. And I think I don't remember my score. I think it was like 720. I prepped for it for like 2 weeks though. Like full on, like I was doing tests every day. I was doing like mock tests every day for like 2 weeks. Dragon fruits? That's very fancy. I wish I could have fruits for free. Oh my god, if I had like a watermelon farm, that would be clutch, you know? Hi Dan, what's up? How's it going? I was having a decision coming up with higher ups, and I'm gonna ask about the need for a higher notoriety MBA. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an unsolicited opinion, because I have had friends that went to Wharton for MBA, and I've had friends that went to Stern for MBA, and I have friends that went to like Canadian like Ivy Business, and then also Rotman at U of T. Everybody said that the whole point of going to an MBA is to meet people, not for the courses that you learn there, because every single course that you learn is probably gonna be accessible online some way or the other. So what you're paying for is classmates. So the better MBA you go to, because if you're gonna pay for that tuition, it's way more bang for your buck if you went to a good school for your MBA, because it's the network that you're paying for, not really the courses. No, but like meaning, well, it doesn't matter if you're paying. It's just like if you're spending that much time on something, you're getting bang for your buck for your time as well. Yeah. And which is the reason why I ended up, even though I got a decent score on GMAT, I didn't end up applying for school, because all my friends who actually got an MBA told me it's not worth it. It's like, don't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. Which I'm actually really grateful for their advice. Um, yeah. So I didn't end up applying because only because I just like yeah I didn't see it was very expensive and I have to pay out of pocket and for what and they're all saying like you don't really unless you intend to like keep going on the business side like you really don't need it and I was like okay. If you were paying. But yeah, no, but like even committing the time is also a big payment, right? Like we're not just talking about the financial investment, but it's also your time investment. So like your ROI is gonna be a lot more worth if it's a prestigious school. Because you end up with like way more like classmates that are, you know, I guess unique classmates that you're not gonna get in another like a normal MBA degree. Yeah. Oh my god. I swear Doug is too funny. Too fucking funny. Oh. 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 Okay, okay. Oh my god, 4 years! Thank you so much for 48 months, Ukairi. Oni-chan, arigato. Oh? Fucking 4 years, that's crazy. Goddamn. How many years did you think that was? 2 years? Do I want to study kanji again? Oh. Yeah, I'm so grateful to be Chinese, though I don't need to worry about that. Like I'm actually truly grateful. I'm truly grateful to be Chinese. Cause I don't need to worry about it. Cause like reading kanji is like so much easier if you grew up learning it. Like it like yeah, I'm not jealous of anybody who's learning it now. Yep. Okay, domo. You too. Wait, so your company will pay for it. What would be the catch? Because usually you have to like sign a longer employment contract or something, or you have to pay back. I have to work for them for a year after each class. Each class. What do you mean? So you have to do it in like 4 years, 1 year, and then work for them a year, and then 2 years and then worked over the year. May, thank you so much for $5.20. Arigato. Thank you. I appreciate it. So they said I have to work a year after that. Just 1 year then. That's not that bad. That's pretty good. But during the time that you are in school, you don't have to work, right? I see. But not the first. Okay. So you either way you get your first year as freebie. That's pretty cool. I think my food is here. But I don't... Why is he texting me? He's like texting me, asking me to go downstairs. I don't want to do that. I tip you for you to come up. You know? Yeah, I ordered food. I ordered chicken. I thought you just cooked a bunch, Uni. And that's why you were laying down. Yeah, he doesn't even have to talk to anybody to come up because, like, we don't have a thing. Oh, part-time class at night. Oh, that's tiring as fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't know why he's not. Now he's not responding to me. I don't game anymore because of injury, so cooking low-key took over that void for me. I see. But yeah, if you have already cooked and you have food, why would you cook more? Like, wouldn't you just, like, finish your food first and then cook more when you need it again? Seems like a waste of food. Oh, fuck. So I was like, so I watched Joshua Weissman. I think anybody who watches any cooking content would know who that is. And, oh, he's here. And when he did an episode to, yeah, but better? No, I was watching but better. He was trying to do the Nando's chicken, and his team actually said the Nando's chicken tasted better. And I was like, yes! So I was not wrong that Nando's chicken is actually one of the best chicken I've ever had. Even he said it. Even he said the chicken was really, really good. Food is here. Let me tip him. At least that's nice, you know? It's really cold. I'm gonna tip him more. I don't know. I'll feel bad. Nando's not in the West Coast US. Oh no? So where is it? I think... Wait, which... Chicken! We're eating Nando's. Got fries. I got wings and a whole chicken. Alright, let me go get a plate. Sauce. I need to do something to the camera so that it focuses here. Better or same as KFC? What? Dude, like how could you compare KFC to Nando's? KFC can't even compare to fucking Popeyes, man. The fuck? Hi, Steve. What are you saying out here? What? Nando's is a proper restaurant. It's not a fucking fast food chain. It's a chain. Excuse me. The fuck? Kenny, what the fuck? And also Nando's is grilled chicken. It's not fried chicken. KFC is probably the worst fried chicken. Name me something worse than KFC. Like KFC is bad, I'm sorry. That shit ain't good food. I don't know how KFCs are surviving, because I don't know a single person that actually likes KFC. Oh, that's too bright. But an Asia KFC, I don't consider it the same KFC though. Chinese KFC is really good. Don't get me wrong. Wait, what's your favorite chicken then, Kenny? Yeah, why didn't you say Popeyes? I honestly think KFC here is like the worst. I don't think there's anything worse than that. The fries is okay. Not that good. Oh my god. You guys saw on Discord? Tammy was like, they showed a picture of the uneaten wing. I was so mad. For me, that is like not eaten. That pissed me off. That's not unfinished. That's just uneaten. Pissed me off. What's everyone's favorite chicken phrase? No. Korean fried chicken is in a different category. You can't... No, but like just normal chicken place. Like a chain place. What the fuck is scores and beanies? I have never heard of that. Is that a Quebec chain? Is it even a chain or just like some mom and pop shop near you? Churches? I love Churches. I love their biscuits more than chicken. But I like Churches more than Popeyes. I don't like tendies. Actually, A&W tendy is pretty clutch. Dave's Hot Chicken tendy is pretty good too. Only medium though. Obviously, homemade chicken is good. I agree. But, you know, if we're like naming a place. Yeah, I said favorite chicken, but I'm meaning like chain restaurants. If we're saying like gourmet, obviously like everybody will have like all these different... I prefer my own chicken, to be honest. But when I don't want to cook... Hey, these wings are actually kind of really good. They're really good. They're like so charred and good. Oh my god. Dave's Hot Chicken is pretty good. I had it last week. We're on a chicken spree. But it's not like, I don't like it too spicy. I felt like the hot one was a little too spicy for me. Not in the sense that like I can't handle it, but was like I stopped enjoying it. So I prefer the medium. Their fries was good. Better than these fries. Should never order these fries. Now I know though. In the future we're not doing that. Knuckles. Yum 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 yum. Look, what'd you have for dinner? Oh, I can just use this as my compost. Ah, you know my favorite part of a chicken? The ribs. Like, it's just the best part. Dude, I'm so happy I found Nando's. What about drumstick? No, not a big fan. Drumstick is one of my least favorite part. So, for me, parts of the chicken is like chicken rib, chicken thigh, chicken wings, drumstick, chicken breast. It's so good. Ah, yummy. Is that your favorite, Doug? Drumstick? Dude, I love eating with people who like drumstick though, because I can just give everything to them. Feels good. Overall, we create the highest value attained, you know? Yeah. I don't love chicken breast though. I'll eat it. But much prefer Thai. Mm. The piece of meat that's right next to bone is always like the most taste. Do you guys prefer beef ribs or pork ribs? Ah, so good. There's something about eating meat, man. Just like, it's so good. I can't. There's nothing better than just eating chunks of meat. The feeling. Beef for you? Mm. Can you say using the emote chucks me out every time? I mean, I like beef ribs too, but I think pork ribs have way more versatility. Like, you can do a lot with it, you know? Also, pork bone soup is just the best. Best broth. Best soup. I'm kind of full. How the fuck am I full already? What the heck? Chicken skin is like... Actually, chicken skin might be the best. Even before chicken rib. Yeah. Any chicken soup fan? I love chicken soup. But I like Chinese chicken soup. I don't like little white people chicken soup. Sorry. And I hate... I don't like chicken I can find here. Like, chicken here, when they make soup, they don't got no flavor. Like, okay, so Chinese chicken soup is usually made with older chicken and is made with like free range chicken, and they're like, their skin is very yellow, and when you make soup with it, there is like, the soup is actually like a golden color. Over here I tried making chicken soup and it's white. And I'm just like, bro, where my good chicken at? But also, yeah, we don't put a lot of ingredients with Chinese chicken soup. It's literally just a whole ass chicken and some ginger. Flory, thank you so much for 27 mental Kylie. Doja. What are you having then for breakfast? good soup. So yeah, so we put Chinese herbs, ginger, and a whole chicken, and nothing else in it. Yeah, the chicken you guys have in Lithuania is probably good. No, out in North America, these chickens have never seen daylight. They are tasteless. Yeah. So, Chinese chicken soup is like very much based on how good the chicken itself is. That's the only way the soup will taste good. Not the other shenanigans you put in it. And we never put noodles in it. We do sometimes use some of the chicken broth to make congee, which is very, very good. But you don't put the rice inside the soup when you boil it. You just use some of the broth later to make your congee. You know? So when I first came here and I tried chicken noodle soup, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, it's not bad, but it's not what I had in mind when I heard chicken soup. No, chicken soup with rice is good. Don't get me wrong. But it just isn't customary. Like, and what I love the most about chicken soup is literally just a whole ass chicken, some herbs, ginger, and braise it for a shit ton of times, and then the broth is just clear, and then it's like a golden layer of oil on top. Oh, it's so good, and it has so much flavor. It's just also, I think in China, when we say soup, it's soup, like as in like it's more about the liquid than what's in it. Especially Cantonese soup. I don't know if you guys know what that means. And then that's why for Asians, soup is never a meal. It's a side. Like, we don't put any carbs in it. Although I do like just soup with some rice. Like, that, I'll eat that like any day. That's also a meal. But if you, like, you would never treat your guest that. You know, when a guest comes over, it needs to be like a meat dish and a veggie dish and a soup and then a half meat, half veggie dish. In order to not be shabby treating your guest. I only eat one fry at a time. Pho? No. So pho in itself is, we consider it noodle, right? Like, then it's like, yeah, it's noodle soup, but it's more noodle. So it's like a whole meal. But when you say soup, then you don't expect anything to have any like carbs in it. It's just the soup itself, like the flavor of the liquid that came out of whatever was braising it. And a lot of the times, for example, Cantonese soup, when they serve you the soup in a little like bowl, like there's no other content but the soup itself. Like maybe some green onions floating around, but you don't even see what they braised it with. A lot of them have a lot of like secret recipes. So yeah, so you're literally only getting the liquid. Yeah, so like when Asians say soup, we mean soup. We don't mean a meal. Yeah, so it's a little different. Like a lot of the times when you use the things you use for soup we'll still eat it. Like for example, you use like pork bone or whatever, but you use the part of pork that has a lot more bone than meat. So you'll still eat the meat in the end, But it's not like great meat. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then yeah, so like there's Hainan chicken, for example. The Hainanese chicken dish. So the soup is separate. And then what the chicken you're having is made in that soup. And the soup is like a little side for you. You know? But you don't call it a Hainanese like chicken noodle. You don't call it chicken soup dinner. You just call it chicken. Because the main thing you're eating is the chicken, not the soup. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if it's like... Because I realized when I came here, soup has like a lot of shit in it. You know? Y'all put some veggies in there, some fucking carbs, like the whole thing. Like a bowl is what you eat. That bowl, whatever is in that bowl, is like the whole entire meal. There's potatoes and shit. I'm just like, ah. Yeah, it took a while for me to understand. It's not true in Asia. Like we eat that like very differently. Yeah, Cajun soups, for example, it's mostly about what's in the content. They're just floating in a liquid that you may or may not drink. But our like Asian soups, like it's about the liquid, not about the content. So like if say if I took my mom, because she's never lived here and she's like came here for a bit, but say if I took my mom to a restaurant and I ordered a soup for her, she would think she's gonna starve. She's like, what? Soup? Sometimes it'll have some stuff in it, but it's definitely not filling enough for you to like have it as a whole meal. Like I said, like for example, we have like rib and winter melon soup, and how I make it, I've been influenced by people here, is that I will put a lot of ribs in it. So I'll like still eat the ribs and I'll still eat the winter melon, and then I'll eat some rice with that. And that's really good. But depending on the region, sometimes they just give you the soup, like the liquid, with no content. But if you go to a restaurant, they'll like likely give you 1 or 2 pieces of meat. Oh yeah. Soup with rice is so good though. So you just get a scoop of rice and then you kind of dip it in the soup. Oh, so good. What's this about soups? Not just explaining the differences of soups. I realized, like, Western soups, the liquid to content ratio is a bit off for my standard. Like, I need a lot more liquid for it to be a soup. If anything, most of the soups here I've had are congis, because their texture, like for example, French onion soup is like pretty not soupy enough, and the tomato the potato leek soup, basically a potato congee. You know, chicken noodle soup is like noodle soup. It's not really a soup, it's a noodle dish. What else? Yeah, it's all like definition difference, I guess. Also, well, however, for Korean soups, No, these are called stews. They're not even called soups. Like sundubu is a stew, you know? Kimchi stew is a stew. So it's not a soup. You burned soup? You just left it for hours or what? I forgot I was making soup. Yeah, I make sundubu pretty often too. Just because of how like the macros for sundubu is amazing. It's amazing. Ah! Oh, I almost fell on my blanket. Okay, I'm full. That'll last me a while. Yeah, you literally left it for way too long then. It's so hard to burn soup, it's crazy. I made mung bean porridge yesterday. It was really good. Because, you know, I needed something to get rid of my inflammation. Damn, it's so saucy. You don't start playing League of Legends while you're making soup. I'll give you a good tool. You could use your rice cooker to make it. It won't burn. It's just gonna stop heating up. You'll probably end up with not a lot of liquid. Or if you use like an Instant Pot, then they would never burn because you have a timer function on it. But if you're using it on stove, yeah, like set a timer for on your watch or something, or your phone. Oui. I have pee, I'll be back. I keep my window opened in there, and it's so fucking cold in there. But I love it. That means I'll go to bed feeling really good, you know? Oh, I need to change the focus point. The focal point. There we go. I feel like dessert in a bit. Miga ice cream. Possibly. Oh, feels good, man. My throat got red when doing that. What? Doing what? I haven't done Pilates in a while. Leaving room at night with a window open? Oh! Yeah, like I have a tiny smidge open. I don't even leave it open for that much. You know? Taking a picture of you guys. City pollution? Oh yeah, it's not great for your But I do have a air purifier. Another one. I don't know. I didn't take a good one. We'll see. Sit. Why is that even so cute? I don't get it. Why is it so cute? Can we get speed L and speed R? What does that mean? What's that mean? Hi, Mike. What's up? Hi, Chester. How are you? Just, trying to get into UFC for psychotherapy, so just been typing away every day. There are emotes that make everything better. Ah. Beer run? Wait. Wait. Go for it. Go for it. I actually am craving a Coke Zero right now. I would love a Coke Zero. I don't have any though, so I haven't been a soda person in a while, so I'm kind of, you know, down for a little bit. Even though I'm kind of cold also, so maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's barely the dark side. Dark side is what? Android users starting to use iPhone. That is the real dark side. Because you can't turn back. Toasty! Thank you so much for a whole ass year, Chris. Okay, Oni-chan. Oh yeah, so for those of you who didn't see my announcement on Discord, so I'm doing Christmas cards this year for all my subs, self-sub, not gifted sub. If you are subbed yourself, you are eligible to go on my website and purchase a card for free, but you just need to put in your you know, your address and all that stuff and your Twitch handle for me to verify your sub status, and then you're good. It's free, completely free. So if you want to do that, go to my website, GGria.com, and order. Thanks for the link. Maybe I'll do a... Nah, it's okay. How many last year? Oh god. Last year was 50, 60 cards? Brother bailed on... Oh, did you guys buy tickets yet? I'll feel you. I'm gonna share something with you guys. Something I recently worked through. So I've always felt really super 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 extra sad whenever I have people visit me and when they leave, and and then And then it's like always disproportionately sad, you know? Like it's just like say even if like just Ashley came to visit me and then she's like going to the States to stay with her boyfriend afterwards, so I won't be able to see her for a bit. And then if she left, like if she came to my home and then I have to like and then I won't know when I see her again, I'll just like get really sad. I'll just be like kind of almost to the point that I'm like teary. And then like it's just like I wouldn't know why. I would not know why. And so I was in therapy because I had a friend visit me a couple of wait, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. And then when he left, I was like very sad. And then before I had another friend who came to visit me, and then I got really sad when he left too, and I was just like, oh my god, what is going on? So I went to my therapist, crying basically, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was like, well, I don't know why I'm so sad, you know? And I felt the same thing the other day as well, like when Kai came. And then like I see him a lot, by the way. I see him almost every week. And he came over and we hung out, we ate some stuff, watched some stuff, and when he left I was so sad, you know? And then I was just like talking to my therapist and I was like, I don't know why I'm just so sad. Like I get to see them pretty often, and like it's not like we're gonna stop being friends, and I just have this irrational sadness, feeling just extremely low, you know. And then he asked me, like, first question he asked me, she's like, were you in boarding school when you were young? I was like, how do you know? So for those of you who don't know, from 3rd grade all the way to 9th grade, I was in boarding school. And I was 7 when I was in 3rd grade. So from age of 7 all the way to what is 9th grade? 9th grade, that's like 13? Yeah, it's 13. So age of 7 to 13, I was in boarding school. So I would only see my mom every week, and I would not know when I see my dad because he never worked from home, like, or near home. And then he's like, my therapist is like, do you remember the day you started boarding school? I was like, oh, so vividly. And then I started talking about it, and I started crying. So I might cry now. So just be aware. So basically what had happened was I was 7, and before that I was in school in another town, and that wasn't near my mother, so I couldn't see my mom a lot, and she would come to visit me. So like from as far as I remember, I only see my mom once a week. And then she always had a lot of work to do, and we were like really poor. And so I was always kind of either in my aunt's house or in my grandma's house. And then she told me that, oh, you're coming home for your 3rd grade. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, I finally get to live with my mom, you know? And lo and behold, she like took me to this school, really pretty, as a new school, and I was so excited. And I was like, and then I was like just like looking around, and then there's like beds, you know, like bunk beds. And I didn't understand. I didn't have the concept. And then before I know it, I turn around, my mom was gone. Like she's gone. Like she's not there anymore. And I didn't see her until like Friday when she picked me up. Yeah. So yeah, so like for me, that was like just pure abandonment. I know she didn't logically now. I know it wasn't abandonment, but 7-year-old Gigi totally did not get it, and she was still up there. And every time I hang out with a friend, and when they leave, I just feel abandoned all over again. You know? And, yeah, and then my mom would, even till this day, she would cry when she tells me that, you know, every night for like the first month, you would go to your dorm teacher crying, saying that you want to go home because my mom's gonna be sad if I'm not home. and and yeah, and then it's like it's one of those things that is like incredibly, like, you would not think, if there are pieces of your memory in your past that you super super vividly remember, it probably is, there's probably a part of you that is still processing it, because 7-year-old Gigi is still stuck in that moment. Stuck in that moment of abandonment. So whenever people leave, she starts to make me sad. You know? And I understand all of these rational things and logical things about that people need to do things, and then like that our friendship isn't gone, like they're not gonna abandon me and all that stuff. But 7-year-old Gigi still doesn't understand. She just sees somebody being gone and then immediately triggers a whole series of emotions in my head that's completely irrational. And then what was I talking about in terms of inner child work is the fact that I need to be the parent now, basically raising my 7-year-old self and make her understand all the things I understand now. Because nobody was able to do that. Because 7-year-old me wasn't able to express it either. And then like kids move on, right? And not only was like I couldn't express my sadness, or like there was no way for me to change the situation, I wasn't allowed to cry much either. Because I don't know if you knew, like Asian parents, when you cry, they fucking get annoyed. By the way, like it wasn't even my mom. I was talking about like in school, and it was just like I just get disciplined for crying, because then I'm just making a scene and not being organized as a child. And this is funny because I was also younger than everybody. So most people go into 3rd grade when they're 9. I was 7, so I didn't have the capacity to like deal with these kids either. They were 2 years older than me, and that is a big difference. Right? I wasn't able to process things as much as maturely as the other kids that are way like 2 years older than me. And in any case, like that I didn't think it affected me so much, but it did. Until this day, like I can't talk about it without crying, because I'm just like, yeah, I still feel abandoned. And also, plus, whenever my dad, whenever he leaves, I wouldn't know when he's coming back. Like I don't know if he's coming back, you know? So I've never felt a sense of stability when it comes to people in my life. Like, I know my mom is a stability, but there are still points where, like, you know, I always felt like my mom's presence wasn't guaranteed. It sucks, eh? Like, this isn't even, like, my mom's fault, by the way. Like, it wasn't, she didn't you know? She didn't even do anything wrong. She just probably thought it's a lot better to not say goodbye and explain to me what's going on. And kids, you just grow up and you just fit, right? Like you just learn and then you adapt. But these become but she didn't, I guess she didn't know that I was processing it. It was a point of trauma, and then she never knew to like talk to me about it. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's not her fault. She doesn't have the ability to know all of that either. But yeah, it's tough. The more I work through these things, though, the more I definitely feel the more I definitely feel like the importance of therapy, you know? And it's like, if it weren't for that session, I still would have been just completely sad when people leave. Now I'm like, not as bad. Like, it's not gonna heal overnight, obviously, but I'm able to talk about it. I'm able to pinpoint which version of my younger self I'm talking to, right? Is there you can still remember that means it's damaging? The only thing I can remember from when I was 7 was a family cruise. We went on an international cruise and stabbing myself in the foot with a piece of steel rod, and I can only remember these things. Brian, thank you for 57 months. And stabbing myself in the foot with it, and I can only remember these things because they're tied to emotion. One extremely happy and one extremely painful. Yeah. Like, I remember the scene. I remember how I was looking at the bunk beds, and then I turned around, my mom was gone. Because she was probably still crying. She was crying too. Like, it was hard for her too. Like, don't get me wrong. You know? Okaeri, Anita. Yeah. So this is what I was saying. Like, when you said, like, when you remember something from your childhood very, very vividly, there is probably a part of your identity that was stuck in that very moment. That was my first night in boarding school. She dropped me off, but she never told me. So I just got ditched there. Ooh, ouch. She didn't tell me. She just told me, oh, you get to go back to Changsha. Because before that, I was in Zhuzhou. I don't know how many of you remember, but, like, I was staying with my aunt and my grandma. So, like, it would be aunt for a couple days and grandma, and then my mom would visit me on the weekend. That's kind of, like, I was raised by 3 women, basically. And then she was telling me, oh, we're going to go to school in Changsha next year. So I was assuming that I would be going home living with my mother every single night. But it was boarding school. Yeah, I was bullied in boarding school throughout for 6 years. I don't remember boarding school where I didn't get bullied, so. Yeah. I didn't know any of that. Like, or maybe, like, she told me, but I don't remember her telling me, because I wouldn't have been so surprised. I literally was crying and looking for her. Because I wasn't a very, like, I would say I was decently secure of a child. Up until that point of my life. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, no, I heard like in North America the boarding schools are kind of like very extreme. Like especially those for troubled kids, students. In China, boarding school doesn't really have any other meaning except for the fact that like it's usually a good school, and it's usually where like if your parents don't have time to take care of you during the week, they send you to boarding school. You know, it's not like over here. I feel like it's either a very fancy school or it's for troubled teens. It's like there's like two extremes about it, but over here, over in China, it's literally just a solution for some parents. And usually most of the boarding school is run in military style, so you have to wake up and you go run and then you do all those bullshit. Yeah, it's kind of shitty. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, like knowing what I've been through, fucking, if I have kids, they're staying at home. I don't give a fuck. It's not like, ain't no way they're going to boarding school. I would never send my kids to boarding school until like they're in high school, maybe. You know? Oh, I'd rather homeschool. Knowing what I know now, I'd rather homeschool. Imagine trusting other fucking people for to take care of your kids for like when they're that young for an extended amount of time. Yeah, but high school for boarding school is like kind of normal. I think that's okay because at that point you're kind of sick of your parents and you're going through your like, rebellious phase anyway, right? That's different. That's almost like going away for college. Like you wanted to, like you preferred that way, because then that you get your autonomy, right? But when you're earlier, you need your parents like a lot more. You don't so much need your autonomy. Oh, anyway, I'm not sending my kids to boarding school. And if they don't want to go, it's not happening. So like if they want to go, I'd consider sending them to boarding school in high school, but I still wouldn't like if they don't want to go, they don't have to go. I don't, you know. It's just no, I'd rather homeschool them. I much prefer teaching my kids their values properly and then giving them enough options to exercise their own judgment instead of having a school teacher fucking mislead them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Schooling in China, is there much of a problem with abuse of children by the teachers? Some of the Catholic teachers near here. Um, I don't know what you call as abuse. There's no such thing in terms of sexist sexual abuse. I've never heard of that. Like, or maybe I don't know, right? But the abuse is like probably very systemic. Like it's more like we get like you go run like an 5K if you fuck up, for example, or you stand in the corner for like the whole day or something like that, you know? Like it's not sexual abuse, no. Tell me, thank you so much for 16 months, Kairi. Anita. Yeah. That kind of abuse is a lot more Japanese than it is Chinese. I'm not saying it never happens in China, but I don't hear much about it. I was scared to go to boarding school because I thought that meant I was an orphan. I mean, that's why I have abandonment issues, eh? It is kind of like that. Because when your parents don't have time to take care of you, and you end up having a bunch of strangers look after your daily lives, it kind of is like that, right? Except it's like the extent of it isn't as extreme as actually being an orphan. But yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I don't want to. I wouldn't send my kids to boarding school. Would not. I would have. Even if you asked me, like, maybe 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't even think it's a problem. But the more I'm in therapy, the more I'm realizing how much it's damaged me. Fucking no way. No, well, my mom's relationship, like my relationship with my mom never really like worsened because of that. Because still till this day, I don't blame her. I think she did the best she could. The thing is, like my dad wasn't even in the picture, so you know. Instead of anything else. Oh, mama. Yeah. It's tough. Tic-tac-toe. Hello. Wait, what was it? Sean, you were saying that your brother said something that you brushed off. What was it? I was like telling my story, so I kind of saw it, but then I was like, I'll address it later, and then I forgot, and now I remember. Ray.
要炸了，我一直到周三、周四都挺忙的。你可以到最后写完的时候，我帮你看一眼。但是我觉得其实思路就差不多了。然后那个写的话，你可以再找，比如说西凯或者谁写的好的人，就是真的能帮你改一改段子什么的、句子什么的。
Okay, I don't know. I was like, it's you fucking sent like fucking 4 WeChat. That's like 59 seconds. No, thank you. I'll listen to it later. And you want to trauma dump? You're welcome to do it. I don't mind it. I'm sure Chop doesn't mind. Fucking sometimes has me teary eyed even though I don't know what he's saying. Oh my with the music and you hear it. Jules, how you been? I haven't seen you in a bit. What's up? What's up? What's up? Like my nails? Morocco? With Beryl? Okay, okay. Romantic getaway, let's go. I'm not jealous. Nope, not jealous. Morocco sounds fun as fuck. Oh, you could use your French! Kind of. There's a lot of French speakers there. But I think that was a similar issue. I never experienced physical abandonment. Some serious issue happened with my brother when I was about 11. I called my parents to divert all their attention to him. I never really understood to consider it an issue, but recent events made him bring it up. Maybe he's right. Oh, he's definitely right. And then, like, when you were saying that when he bailed on you for the movie, like, say if another friend didn't, like, you wanted to go and then, like, it kind of just fall through, you probably wouldn't feel as strongly about it. So, if that's true, then he's right. And then I think one of the problems we have talking about our own trauma, we almost feel like it needs to be really, really horrible for us to feel traumatic about it. But the thing is, a lot of trauma, you need to understand that it isn't necessarily something that something bad that had to happen to you. It could also be a lot of things that should have happened but never did, or that you wanted and never got. You know, it's like, yeah, if my mom communicated with me and reassured me and let me cry it out and all that stuff, I wouldn't have needed to feel so bad when people leave. You know. Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because we have all these things, right? We don't think it's a big deal because we thought we'd get over it. But the thing is, every time there's anything that triggers any emotion and that emotion isn't dealt with, it immediately becomes a trigger point later, and a way bigger one. And it's like when we were younger, if we didn't have any sort of guidance to kind of navigate expressing our emotions if we were brought up by people that chose to conceal their own or just white knuckle through in general. We tend to model after them, and that slowly accumulates all these issues that we have, you know? And it just like, sometimes there are things, and sometimes there are like, well, like most people in that generation, when you really think about it, most people in that generation were brought up by baby boomers, right? Right? And these people are even more suppressed and inhibited. And so, like, so that's why I have a lot of, like, I guess, empathy towards our parents' generation, because they were brought up by even more brutal parents when you think about it. And they have a lot of issue that were generational, you know? So like, given the grand scheme of things, I definitely think my mom still did a very good job raising me. She did her best. So I don't ever feel like there was any sort of blame, but I wasn't very good at expressing the lack of blame. I think whenever I said something, she felt that I was blaming her before. And now I'm way better at that kind of communication. And she's also way more receptive with things like these now. So like, our communication, like my relationship with my mother has not been better. Like, it's kind of crazy that I haven't seen her in 3 years, and I've never felt closer to her. And that's all fucking thanks to therapy and journaling and just like overall healing work I've done, and it's crazy. Yeah. Well, me and my mom don't talk that often, but when we talk a lot, and it's like, we don't fight anymore. Like, we don't fight. We used to fight whenever we talk. Like, it was difficult. It was fucking hard work. But yeah. Anyway. So, it's officially been more than a month since I launched the advice subscription. And I find that, so a couple of people that did um, pay for the service told me that they think it's worth, but it's less about the advice, but more about having a really, really good outlet, and also coupled up with the advice. Because I was out fucking getting spammed in there. God damn. It is a lot of just like, well, because I would go in and check, and it's just like pages and pages of things. And I think it's like definitely good, right? Because otherwise they had not, they wouldn't have anywhere to say the same amount of things. Because, like, imagine if you had a friend, um and you just like bombard them with messages like that, instead of when you're hanging out and you're kind of like actually talking it out. You would just feel incredibly one-sided, and you would just be like, okay, I'm probably burdening my friend too much. um so I think they were feeling like it's very nice, because it was provided, like, the space was provided for them to vent whatever they wanted, and it was very useful. And it's not just that, but also the fact that there is a place for them to look back on the things they said, and then kind of understand the mentality they were in. And that's very, very helpful. um, and then also, when you are expressing and putting down thoughts, like kind of converting your thoughts into actual words, it's almost like a way of journaling. It's a great outlet, and then you end up not needing to, um, you end up like dealing with a lot of emotions, and then plus with me talking back, there's like a certain level of validation. I wouldn't say it will replace therapy, but it definitely is very therapeutic to use that service. So if anybody wants to, like, you know, try it, feel free. It's only $100 a month. You get to fucking spam the shit out of me. But yeah. Oh fuck, I'm so tired. Oh god, I need to see if there's ways to change the, like, website things. Like, I don't like that it says, like, the website, like, you know, it says plans pricing. I don't want it to call that. I don't want it to be called that, let's say. You know? I don't know how to change it. There's always question to Gigi. Yeah. Okay. I want to also be able to name each product. Well, I'm applying to psychotherapy school right now. The application is due on Tuesday, so I have like 2 more days to finish and polish everything and send it off. And yeah, I also have been doing coaching. And I started this, like, monthly. It's almost like a monthly DM service, except it's not sus. I think ultimately is it like a DM access, but you just get to, like, dump all your drama on me. Yeah. And I think one of the reason that why it's good to have that for some people, they start to not have any inhibitors. Does that make sense? Because when you ask for a friend for an advice, you kind of, like, want to kind of be eloquent. You kind of want to be, you know, it's not really venting unless it's a very close friend. But with that, it's like, oh, I'm paying this bitch, so she's gonna have it all, you know, like, she's just gonna hear everything. And that's okay. Like, it helps you not having filters and everything. Don't browse. It's very not sus. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go finish my essays, man. Fucking. I didn't plan on streaming. How much of that? I finished everything. I'm just polishing. There's like a lot of because when you write everything, you need to keep reading it and see if it's, like, compelling enough. And that was, like, you know, just some light trolling on a Sunday night. Hi, Sky. What's the essay about? So one of the essay was about my experience, or my capability through my experience on dealing with diversity. And then the second one is my counseling related work experience, which I have a lot, let's be real. I'm like basically a free therapist out here every Sunday. And then plus one-on-one coaching was like actual therapy. Actual counseling, not therapy. And then the third one is basically telling my whole ass story, and then your statement of intent, like saying why you want to be a therapist. So there's like 3 big ass essays, even though it's not a lot, but then The harder part isn't anything else, but all these essays are incredibly short. Except for the last one. Last one is 1,500 words, but it's still not very long. So you really need to condense and have everything be very coherent and congruent before you send it out. You know? So that's the harder part. And I gotta finish proofreading my own references as well. So there's that. And I am applying for 3 different programs as well, most of which I'll have to like adjust the format to each a little bit. So yeah, so it's just it's kind of a big annoying endeavor, but it'll be over on the 15th and I'll be really happy when it's over. But yeah. Hi, what's up? Hopefully I'll get in though. If I don't get in, what the fuck? I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna manifest myself to get in. We're gonna get in. Got it? Nice. Ramen to Nando's? I finished eating it. It's leftovers now. Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. I don't feel super good. I was like super excited to do something other than staring into my screen. But you know, obviously right now my number 1 priority is getting everything done in time, and then take a little bit of break. Try Warzone 2 on Wednesday. I'm so excited to play video games. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I just wanna. But I did want to like stream a little bit because I was desperate for some sort of fucking social connection myself. And I knew I was going back to writing afterwards, so I didn't plan on a very long stream whatsoever. So I'm like, you know, I just gotta do some of it to recharge myself. But when I do it for a long time, it starts to deplete my energy. So like while like it's like exciting me, let me just dip and then go finish writing. Okay. I love you guys too. I am so sorry for dipping early. Your wish is granted to leave. Okay. How do I do this? My legs are too long. Sit. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. I will see you guys next week. Most likely, we're not gonna change the stream schedule just yet, but it'll happen at some point, you know. Okay? Bye. I love you guys. Have a good week. Wish me luck. Fucking manifest that shit with me, okay? We're gonna be a therapist, and everybody who's a sub will get a discount if you want therapy, so there's that. Okay, bye. Thank you guys for watching, keeping me company. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Good night.